Hey, good morning, everyone. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. This broadcast for demonstration educational purposes only. It's important to know that I am not a licensed financial advisor or giving any trading advice. There is a significant amount of risk when trading the financial instruments. If you're not familiar with those risks, please consult with a licensed trade advisor. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mukhtar. Good morning, Rao, Judy, Rian. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory. The last thing we want today is any unpleasant surprises. And it is Wednesday, July 23rd. If you're joining us today, hallelujah. That's the good news. Any day above ground, we're starting off on. I might need to reconnect. Um, hmm, the early birds, Judy said. Focus on your live stream. Testing, testing, testing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end this broadcast and start a new one because I can't. I lost my connection. My internet went down. Let me see if I could tell. Ay, ay, ay.
Or the open of a formation, the close of a formation.
Okay, it appears like I went live again. Okay, it appears like I went live again. Okay, it appears like I went live. My chat is not working. It's not connected. What happened was is I lost my internet. Okay, it is 9:29. Now keep in mind I can't see the chat today. We had a really great day yesterday. I watched a replay of it, and I'll tell you what I really noticed was how the volume spiked on that big sell-off, and we had a beautiful move to the downside with a huge spike in volume. So it's 9:30. Good luck, everybody. Huge spike in volume yesterday. I was saying. I was looking at the replay. We were up over 4,000 contracts a minute. Kicked in about 9:45, between 9:45 and 10, and we had that big sell-off. Let's take a look at our NASDAQ 20U. Okay, the power play jumped in short. Let's bring the profit target right above support. Bam, got right in the profit window. $9.31. 931. We've got some running room to the downside if we break through support here. We've got a nice little window here. A bit oversold. And we're bouncing off of support here. Let's anticipate the break. Good volume. Good volume. Our RSI line isn't exactly where we wanted it. Our 20U has some daylight to the downside. We've got this little area of support right at 23,171, 172. We're getting some chop. Good volume, 4,300 contracts a minute here crossing. We've got some downside support. Let's give it just a minute here. Let's take a quick look and see what happened overnight on the overnight session. We had a small move up and now a short move at the open. So we are set up for a short entry. Short only on our 30 range. Right now, that can change very quickly. I lost my, oh no, here it is. I've also got running here the ETP, platformless trade copier, and we're going to trade some right line funding accounts. We're just keeping an eye on price action here. Waiting for a nice trend to develop. We don't want to get chopped to pieces in this sideways movement. The market's deciding which way it wants to go. David Wise likes to refer to these as compression zones, these long areas of sideways movement or consolidation. And usually you get a burst of volatility out of those zones. We're getting a pop to the upside now. Our 20U needs to get 3/4 of the way through our 50 EMA. To confirm that the trend is to the upside. Our 20 Unirenko sniper just jumped in short. Let's look for a short entry on the 30 range. Nice and tight to the 50 here. Problem is our 50 is green and our 15 is above our 50. So market structure wise, we can't look for a short entry on our 30 range right now. If we look at the replay from yesterday, market structure wise, we were lined up short on both time frames, the 30 range and the 20 Unirenko. Our 15 was below the 50. They were both red and sloped down with a pretty sharp angle. There it goes. It went in kind of early there. Our 15 is still above the 50. A little more risk associated with that entry to the short side. Let's be patient. What we're doing, if today's your first day joining us, again, my name's Rory Powers, and we're going to be showcasing our automated bots that run on NinjaTrader 8. We've got a beautiful portfolio, a diversified portfolio of strategies that not only trade the futures index equities, but also crude oil and gold. And we let the bots trade through the pre-market and overnight session. And we have what we call our leaderboard coming into the market open, the New York Stock Exchange. Out of the box, when we install this on your computer, we assign every one of our bots their own separate SIM account, which is very important, a very important part of our methodology. All our decisions are data-driven. In fact, we're working on a new update now where we're going to be leveraging ChatGPT, a new AI agent that's going to be looking at a number of different websites and market sentiment reports that's going to automatically change some parameters in your strategy. One thing it's going to obviously do is it's going to know when the news reports are coming out, those high impact news reports. And let's take a quick look at Forex Factory while we've got this lull. This is where we cut off last time. We're starting to get a pop to the upside. Let's let it go. Today is Hump Day, Wednesday, July 23rd. And at 10 a.m., we have existing home sales, 10:30 crude inventory. Those are the two main reports that are going to affect our live stream today. So 10 o'clock, existing home sales. And if you typed in any chat messages, just keep in mind that I'm unable to see them. I'm not being rude, I assure you. I just can't see. My internet went down when we first started, and it disconnected my chat. Price action looks good. We've got some to the long side here. I'm waiting for the 20U to break through our 50. Out of the corner of my eye, I'm keeping a look at the ETP trade copier. This thing is a beast. Here we go. This should be in on this. I should be copying it. Nope, it's not. Might have lost, when I lost internet, it might have messed it up. Let me turn it off for now. Took a beautiful short entry on this power play. Let's see if we can get it in the profit window. So what I was saying is um, we establish a separate SIM account for each one of our bots and drones. This way we can have a very short look back of what's performing the best with our leaderboard. That tells us what's doing the best in the current trading session. But then we want to learn, well, hey, is that an outlier or is this a consistently profitable bot? How much weight should I give these performance metrics? And this new ChatGPT integration is going to do all of that thinking for us. We're trying to build the super bot and really get the full power of that AI integration into these bots. This new ChatGPT agent that's about to be released. We're looking at 4 main components that we're going to be leveraging in our AI auto trader. And I'll get into detail a little bit more after we get this trade off. Patience, patience. Let's wait for our setup. When the market's moving like this, there's no money to be made. There's only losses. And just taking a quick look at my workspace again, if today's your first day, this is my trade copier over here on the left. I'm trading 9 different prop accounts, 6 evaluations, and 3 PA accounts. And via the use of a trade copier, I can copy one of my bots across all 9 accounts with the click of a mouse, very seamlessly. So in essence, a $200 trade on my leader account followed across 9 accounts could add up to $1,800. Let's see if we get in our profit window here. Getting close. Now what I was telling, there it is. It's in the profit window. So now it's 250 or 500. 250 or 500. Bam, 500. Let's get a break of support. Let's get a break of support. We got some good selling pressure, just like yesterday. Watch the spike in volume. I'm going to anticipate the break. 2,500 contracts a minute. 26. They're coming in to drive the price lower, selling it off. You can see market structure-wise, my 20U, my 15 below the 50. There we go. A good spike of volume, too. We're at 4,000 contracts a minute. Let's see if we get some follow through the downside. Hopefully it doesn't bounce back up on us. We are a bit oversold on the move. Come on down. Let's do it. Come on, push down. Let's go. Let's get some follow through. Okay, it hit our stop. Let's take one more shot. Let's wait for our trade. I like that setup. It just bounced off support. Here comes a signal A entry. Signal A is when my RSI line in my Laguerre breaks down through the 80 with a red 50. That's the haymaker entry. All right, we needed that. We are a bit oversold. We're getting a retracement to the 50. Watch this signal A. Watch this signal A. Momentum is headed up on my 20 Unirenko chart. You see my green RSI line here. Now we're only set up for a short. just took the signal A. Ah, boy, what a nice entry that is. Look where the profit target is, right above my area of support. Ah, man almighty. Missed it. Shoot. That was a nice entry. Let's wait for a break of that area of support. 10 o'clock, we got the news report coming out. And don't forget, if you're a member of our community, Charles is going to be doing his onboarding today at 12 noon in the Discord. It's a live training session. If you have questions, that's the perfect venue. Everybody unmutes their mic and participates. Charles will go over the best practices, answer questions, and everything's recorded. We've got we have existing home sales. Existing home sales, it's a medium impact report. Excuse me. And that's one of the 4 updates that are included in this new ChatGPT agent. Is called a risk manager. And it will stop trading if sentiment is highly volatile or events deviate from the expected. So a highly volatile news report. It would pick it up through a connection with Forex Factory, for example. It would see that there's a orange or red folder report coming out, and it will automatically cease to trade during that high untradable volatility. It's a real-time advisor. It uses sentiment plus trade data to decide when to skip or scale a trade. So we have several connectors that will run on your local computer and are integrated into the trading system. It's a morning news scanner. It's going to pick up pre-market summaries and expectations of the market open impact. Whether there's a bias to the long side or the short side with the market sentiment with news reports, pre-market summaries. It's going to be a strategy modification feature that will dynamically adjust your trailing stop or your entry logic based on a macro outlook. So we're getting some really powerful AI integrations. Stay tuned, they'll be coming very soon. Existing home sales, 5 minutes. Just took another signal A entry. Just not getting the follow through yet. 1 minute drone. I'm going to take my leader account, the IBOT NQ 1 minute drone. I'm going to put it on my other trade copier. IBOT NQ 1 minute drone. Wait, here we go. Let's get a break of support. Seeing another spike of volume here. We got 4 minutes to the report. IBOT NQ 1 minute drone is at the top of my leaderboard. Okay, 3 minutes. 3 minutes to this report. This is an orange folder report, which is a medium impact. Existing home sales. The housing market is a tough one with these interest rates. During the pandemic, the value of everyone's home went way up. Not so many takers anymore. Before, people were trying to outbid each other, paying 20, 30,000 above the asking price, and it was on fire. Not so much anymore. Existing home sales, 2 minutes. Maybe we'll get a catalyst event here. If you're just joining us, I just want you to know that I am unable to see the chat. If you're asking a question or talking to me, I am not ignoring you, I assure you. I just can't see it. My internet went down and got disconnected from the chat. Okay, let's get this break of support here. Let's anticipate this break of support. Get a spike of volume here. Push us through. Come on down. Come on down. Now we're looking for a signal B. That means our our RSI line in the Laguerre oscillator, the green line, has to be pinned down to the bottom. In order for it to get pinned now, it's got to break through that pivot, that area of support. If we break through, we could have some running room now. This is the entry we were kind of waiting on. Come on down. Damn. Well, there we go. We're in. Excuse me. Come on down. Can't complain about this entry. It's doing to us right what it did on the first entry. Push down. Come on. Some follow through. Push down. Huh. Oh. Ah. All right. That's the end. We've got to stop right there. After a big day yesterday, took two losers in a row. Uh, two entries that were almost identical to one another. The market's just not trending like it did yesterday. It doesn't have the range that it did yesterday. We took two entries almost identical, and they both failed. Both right after a leg down. Got in, reversed. Took a leg down, got in on the break, and came right back and poked us right in the eye. So, listen, I think being able to accept that it was a losing day and stopping right there is very important. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. That IBOT on the 1 minute, I was trying to get it on here on my leader account. Um, Let me see if I can find it. Here's the bot. Oh, I see. My leader account. Seems to be my power play. All right, this is the other trade copier. I'm still learning it. Excuse me for just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Getting some more selling pressure here. Pretty choppy environment though. Let's keep an eye on the leaderboard. This 1 minute, NQ on the 1 minute, the iBot is crushing it. And it's in another trade now. So what I like to do is when I see one that's creeping its way up on my leaderboard and just doing extremely well, what that means is the parameters of this strategy are lend well to the current trading environment. I think that's safe to assume. So I like to put it on my chart trader and watch it trade and just watch it and learn the nuances of that strategy. How does it manage the trade? What are the triggers? Learn its personality. And that's how I build confidence when selecting a bot to go live on. It's not something that you just want to jump right into. So I like to look at the entries. Took a pull back and go. MI short entry on a 1 minute. This is looking at a 1 minute data series. Hit the target. Went short again. Took some heat. But the price finally did drop and it got a first target. So it's kind of finding the ebb and flow of the market. Let's see if it jumps in a short again on this retracement. If we look at the data series it's looking at, it's actually a 1 minute. Our power play drone is actually in the positive. The 30 range power play drone. It's up 190. See if we get a break of resist support. This is an entry I would look to take. But capital preservation is so important with this. Risk management and consistency. Doing the same thing over and over and over if it's working. I love this entry short. Let's see if it has follow through on this one. This is a beauty. It's breaking another area of support on both my 20U and my 30 range. The volume isn't very good. It's not churning 4,000 contracts a minute like we wanted to. And prices flying to the downside. That was nice yesterday. Wish every day could be just like that. Bam, there it goes. See if it has any follow through. I would have been all in on this entry had I not hit my loss limit. Now, coming up right behind me is going to be David Wise, who's on a tremendous winning streak. See if we get some follow through the downside. Market structure wise, we're in alignment to the downside. Haven't seen much follow through. It's been pretty choppy. And this trade looks like what happened on both of my entries earlier. So to continue to do the same thing and expect different results would be insanity. Let us take a look. Right line trading happens to be home of the Profit King Challenge. The Profit King Challenge. Our funding arm, rightlinefunding.com, is the website address. Rightlinefunding.com. Let me put it in. Well, the chat's broken. Let me see if I can get it back. Docs. Let me turn it off. And then back on. And see if that does it. No, it won't reconnect. Okay, so the Profit King Challenge, it's only $49 to enter. This Friday, there's some urgency now because we need 3 trading days. Payday is Friday. It's the perfect day to get in today because 3 trading days, you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 days. And all you'll need to do to qualify for one of these cash prizes is get $3,000 in profits over the course of the next 3 days. You have a $2,000 trailing drawdown account. And if you finish in first, it's $1,000. $1,000 in cash. And second place is 500. Normally, second place is the cutlery set and an award. Usually, first place gets the check, second place gets a trophy. We're going to give you a check for first through 10th place, anywhere from $1,000 all the way down to 50. But the first top 10 finishers, and every challenge that we've had so far, if you've gotten $3,000 and qualified, you're getting a cash prize. Your chances are excellent. And the reason I say that is because if I sign in and show you the leaderboard, we have a dynamic leaderboard, so you always know where you stand. Okay, Toby. Toby, now listen, our staff does not count. Rory, me, and Brock do not count. So we really only have one person who's at 2166. Now, all he has to do right now, the way things stand, hypothetically, is to make it to $3,000 by Friday, right? If he makes it to $3,000 on Friday, he wins first prize $1,000. Now, Toby, I'm not putting any pressure on you. Take your time. This is your week, sir. He almost had it last week. But he's right in position. But more importantly, if you jump in today, there's no reason in the world over the course of the next 3 days, the maximum number of contracts you could trade is 5. So if you could trade up to 5 contracts, you can make $3,000 over the course of 3 trading sessions. You have to take a trade each one of the 3 days, and there is a 50% consistency rule, meaning you take your profit, which is $2,100. Let's take Toby, $2,200. With our 50% consistency rule, his highest, most profitable day cannot be more than 50% of this. So his best winning day couldn't be higher. Let's round it up to $1,200. And as long as his highest day isn't more than $1,200, he would qualify, and he would take home first prize if he gets it up to $3,000. So today is the day to jump in for $49. If you can make $3,000 in these 3 days, you're going to win a cash prize. I assure you of that. The likelihood is extremely high. It's not guaranteed, but it's extremely high, 99%. $49, get in. If you want to use your Ninja Trader and trade these accounts from Right Line Funding, what you'll need is this tool right here. It makes it very simple. This is a tool that allows you to trade our Right Line Funding accounts right off of Ninja Trader. You can establish a connection like I did through Right Line Funding. I also have a connection with Apex. And this is platform independent. This is an app. And I select my leader account, and then I enable it to trade. And I can check off as many of my prop accounts as I want. It's completely platform independent. We're going to be testing this out. The ETP trade copier, we're going to be testing it. I'm just learning it now. You can also trade them right off of Rhythmic Trader Pro, Quant Tower, Motive Wave. There's a number of other platforms that do support a rhythmic connection. We're in a negotiation posture with Ninja Trader, and they're going to be letting us know what their new business model is. You probably know that Kraken bought Ninja Trader, and with the new ownership, they want to redo their model with the prop firms. So that's what we were in a holding pattern with NinjaTrader. If you're joining me late, in full transparency, I got crushed today. I hit my loss limit of $600, two losers. Sometimes if I take one loser and I just don't like the price action, I'll stop. But today, I couldn't stop. Right? I just couldn't stop. I had to take two losers, and I lost $600 across all 9 accounts if you're joining me late. And that's just part of trading. The important thing, and this is where it's a slippery slope. You can have 1 foot on a banana peel and 1 foot on the edge of the fence or the edge of a cliff. Okay? This is when we blow accounts as traders. When we have a leaderboard, when we have a P&L that looks like this, and we're thinking in the back of our head, we can get it back. We can get it back. That's when all the bad things start to happen. The snowball. What I do is I put my tail between my legs and stop trading. Go home with my tail between my legs. And it doesn't feel good, but that's just part of the game. It's part of the game. We can't let those emotions get the best of us. So capital preservation, capital risk management, and consistency is what we're looking for. I just want to give you a friendly reminder that if you're part of our trading community in Discord today at 12 o'clock, the master, Charles, extremely knowledgeable. Remember, he's our in-house engineer. Well, we have several engineers. But he is a engineer through and through, very meticulous. He knows this software inside and out. He also knows NinjaTrader inside and out, which is a perfect combination to have a really great class. So if you're just getting started, if you're thinking of getting started, jump to the website, get in, because we'll get you into today's onboarding, which is a jump start on the best practices of trading this system. If you're typing a message to me, I can't see it. I'm not being rude. I just can't see your messages today, and I apologize. Hopefully tomorrow I won't have. It's just, right when I was going to the Forex factory at about 9:20 this morning, 9:25, everything just went dark in my room here. And I lost my internet. And it took away my chat. I did see earlier Rao, Judy, Rian, and then Mukhtar said good morning, and that's when everything went dark. All right, so let's take a look real quick at the leaderboard. Not like the last few days. Wednesday was a toughie. We had crude inventory coming out. I always like to do a crude trade on crude inventory day. So let's bring up the crude template, my crude chart, and let's get the one-day pass in motion. This is gold that we're looking at. Look at that big move down. The last few days it was spiking up. Today it's took a big leg down. But let's go to crude oil. We're going to put on our $50,000 one-day pass. And let's let the good times roll. Let's go to our strategy. And what I always like to do if I'm anticipating an entry is I like to make sure, right, that my times are going to allow it to take a trade, which they will. And I like to put it up to 3150. The goal on a $50,000 account is 3,000. I want to give it an extra $150 to $200, account for slippage and commissions. Maybe give my profit target just an extra tick or two. Now I'm ready to rock and roll. I always check and make sure I'm on the right instrument and enable it. So now I'm ready to get an entry on crude oil. We have our catalyst event. Which is the inventory report. And that's going to be coming out in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. What we could do to make it interesting is we could put another tab, duplicate a new tab, unlock it. We'll put our CL 1-day pass on. And we'll take off, let me see where I'm at. We'll take them all off except 53. So on number 53, we're going to go for the 1-day pass on this crude oil template. Let's see if we can get it to go for us. Crude report, 1 minute. 1 minute. My Bitcoin template's down 120 today. Let's see if we can get in. 10:30, the report just came out. Now, this is something that new AI agent is going to be able to pick up. It's going to know what the report was and which way the price of crude oil is most likely to go. I always hear people ask, hey, is there any way we can just make it take short trades or just make it take long trades? Well, this new integration is going to do all that. Let's see what the crude report was. I saw yesterday the U.S. and Japan came to an agreement on a trade deal. I don't see that it had a really big impact, any positive impact, I should say. Yet. Let's see what the news was on the crude oil. I don't see a big spike in volume. Sometimes they're a dud. They just don't move. Didn't see a big spike of volume at all. Calendar, Wednesday. Crude inventory, 10:30. Tomorrow we've got unemployment claims at 8:30. Flashman, here we go. We're getting a pop to the upside. Let's see if we can get in this trade. Here comes a signal B entry. Good volume, just under 1,000 contracts a minute. Existing home sales was a negative report, decreased by 3% in June. Not a surprise. Good volume still. Good volume. Crude just moves kind of to its own beat, I'll tell you. Each one of these instruments trades just a little bit differently. The move, the price action is just a little different on each one of them. They all seem to have their own personality. But the price of crude is way down. It's only $64, just under $65 a barrel. We'll give it till 10:35, 10:40. While this is playing out, I'm going to do a quick drawing. We're giving away 3 accounts today, 3 Profit King challenges. Remember, today's the last day to get in. Let me go to my ChatGPT. Random name selection. We're going to draw 3 names. Mark 254, Tony Rice. And the last one just says user. Let me get a new third person. RJ. Mark 254, Tony Rice, and RJ. I'm going to post your names in the Right Line Funding Discord chat. And we'll send you out an email with a coupon code that will allow you to get a Profit King Challenge account for just $1. Well, I'll tell you, it doesn't look like crude oil is going to do anything for us. That 1 minute template, though, that's on the top of our leaderboard is back in. Let's watch that one trade. This is that 1 minute. This is the last trade of the day. This is the bot that's on the top of my leaderboard. And you can see it gives these trades a lot of room. We've got this area of support preventing it from hitting its profit target at the moment. Let's see if it breaks through. If it breaks through, it's going to get into the profit window. Right now we're up $285 on the trade, 250. We always mention that there's a semi-automated component to this. You're always in control of these trades. If for any reason you want to close and take profits, you absolutely have that ability. If you want to manually drag your stop, you always have that ability. You're always in control. And that's why the prop firms allow us to use this. This is a self-directed, semi-automated strategy because it gives us the ability to manage the position, and we choose all of the conditions for the entry. We can make these bots as conservative or aggressive as we want. We do provide you as a service with pre-formatted templates with all of the answers saved in pre-formatted templates for you. So all there is to do is enable it and let it trade. Last trade, everybody. I want to thank you for joining me today. I'm really sorry about the tech issues. If you've been trying to type me a question, I assure you that I'm not being rude and ignoring you. It was pretty boring not seeing you guys' messages, to be honest. So I prefer to be able to see what you're saying. But today the internet went down and I was unable to reconnect my chat. So I'm not being rude and ignoring you. I just can't see what you're saying. Coming up right behind me, if you would, please don't forget to like my video here on YouTube. Like my video. Gives us some traction, some new eyes on our products and services. David Wise coming up right behind me. I'm really looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'm going to visit David in South Carolina, bringing my wife and kids, and have some turkey with old David. I've known him for all these years, and what a great guy he is. Come on, push on through. This is the leader. This is our number one bot of the trading session. It's leveraging a 1 minute bar, a 1 minute candle. You could see the entries on a 20 Unarenko chart. They're beautiful entries. They're all pull back and goes. It looks like they're okay. MI short entry on a 1 minute. So it's just when it's picking up a disparity between buyers and sellers on the stock market that it's entering these trades. As soon as they start pushing price down and there's an overabundance of sellers, this MI entry is really the fastest trigger of any of our bots. It gets you in the move extremely quick. Takes beautiful entries. Look at this one. Let's give it another couple minutes. God willing, we're going to be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, same channel. Hopefully with a different result. I'll tell you that first entry. We had that spike in volume. It went up to 4,000 contracts a minute. I said, man, this is just like yesterday. All right, 2 more minutes. We're going to close at 10:45. Take a quick look at the stock market. Everything but the NASDAQ is up. Everything but the NASDAQ. Here it comes, coming back down. The dog days of summer. Monday and Tuesday had me so excited. And now we're back to this type of environment. All right, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. God bless you. Have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow, God willing. Let's do it again. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining me. So long.